Yes, hello, welcome to Digital Books. And today's session we will see another small part of introduction of JavaScript. In yesterday's session, we have seen some of the brief information about JavaScript, what is the necessity of JavaScript, all those things we have covered, right? And today's session again we will take you some little bit of examples, right? So before going to the code, as usual we will see the outputs so that we can get a clarity about what is the use of uh, this particular JavaScript, right? So before going to the coding part, I will show you the example also so that you will get a clear idea, right? Yes, I got the coding part right. And we will see this is a page. Here I am using an image. This is an image, right? So we all know in HTML format to display this layout, it's very simple. This is a heading section. Yeah, this is a heading section. By using the h1 tags to h1 to h6, I can define the heading tags, right? And here this is an image. By using the img source tags, I can define the image by giving some size and by width and height, right? And this is a paragraph, simple paragraph. I simply click the light button, click the light bulb to turn on or off, right? So my activity is I need to generate the activity. If I apply the click event through the mouse, this particular bulb need to glow. That means here I have two images. One image is in off condition and another image in on condition. So whenever any click event has been applied on this particular image, it need to changes to second image, right? So if you observe carefully, here I click, what happens? It simply glow, and again I click, it simply off, right? So here what's my logic is I need to develop some function. In that function I need to mention if this particular image is in off state, by clicking it need to move to the on state, right? So very simple logic here we need to develop. It can be possible by the JavaScript, right? We will see straight away the coding part, right? Yes, this is my coding section, right? So as usual I simply use my HTML and I define my coding part in the body section, right? So you can include in the header section also, there is no problem, right? So here, as what is here, this is my heading part. JavaScript can change images, right? I use h1 tag. Inside the h1 tag I use the content, and after that here what is appearing here, an image is displaying which is in off state. So I use image img tag and I define id. What is the need of id means I need to call this particular id in my scripting. That's why I simply give an id as my image, and here I use on click. If I on click, I define one function. That function is change image, and here this is my appearing image source location. This is the source location. This is a GIF file. I simply write my file name, and I have given some size, that is width is equal to 100, height is equal to 180, right? This simply defines my image, and after that I use one paragraph. Click the light bulb to turn on or off of the light. So I simply use my p tag. So here we have completed our body part, but the main thing is I need to make this particular bulb into glow when I click, right? That's why I straight away write the script part. In this script part I define a function. What is my function? The function is change image. Change image I define here. So to define the change image, I started a variable called image. Why I need to use this image means I need to get the ID, right? That's why as usual document.GetElementById, I captured the ID of my image, right? And after that I need to use some condition. What is my condition? If image.src.match, if image.src.match, that means this is a image id has been stored here. src.match, that particular match is the source location. The source location of this particular image is pick underscore bulb of dot gif. Here it is match nothing. So what is my image? I know the image names also. That's why I straight away write the pick underscore bulb on dot gif. Is this condition satisfied? If it's satisfied, it need to print image dot src is equal to bulb of dot gif, right? So here this is not the particular thing, right? And after that else statement, in the else statement I simply, if this is satisfied, then it automatically outside the script. If it is not satisfied, then it will enter into the else part. Image dot src is equal to pick underscore bulb on dot gif, right? So straight away it will display the next other image. That's why if you click, what happened, this bulb has been gone. If you click again, the bulb has been off. That means I simply checking the condition. In if statement, the particular bulb source image is there or not. If that particular image is there, then it will go to the right part. Otherwise it will move to the else section, right? This is a simple way of implementing an image swapping, right? I simply move the image to another image by clicking the event. This particular thing can be generated at the client side itself by using the JavaScript, right? This is a simple example, and we will go to the our second example, that is how to change a paragraph, right? So if you see here, this is a JavaScript, this is a heading. I simply use one paragraph, a paragraph, and I use here a button. So if I click it, what happened? The paragraph has been changed. That means initially there is a paragraph is there, some content is there in the p tag, and by clicking the button event, what happened? By clicking the button event, it has been changed, right? So we'll see the coding section, right? So very simple, this particular coding part. As usual, we see here I define my script part in the header section. What is my script part? I straight away, before going to the header section, we will simply what is there in the body, right? In my body there is a heading, I use hashtag, and a simple paragraph, I use a paragraph with an ID, and after that I define the button with a try it as a value, right? So here I need to perform some action on clicking. So to perform some action, I need to call my function. That the function has been defined at the header part, right? So you can define the script part in the header section or in the body section. So here I simply define my script part in the header section. So here what I did, I unclick, my function has been called. Inside the my function, I use document.GetElementById demo. That means I simply calling the paragraph ID. Here I simply calling the paragraph ID. Here what is my intention? By clicking this button, initially there is a paragraph, there is a content. This is a content. This particular content need to be changed. So to need to be changed, here I use the inner dot demo dot inner HTML, that is equal to paragraph change, right? So what I did, very simple thing. Already here is data in my body part. I change that particular body part into the paragraph change. To change anything in the body part with the help of script, I need to use this particular function, this particular attribute, that is called inner HTML. I simply call the inner HTML. If I call this particular inner HTML, then whatever the thing I written inside the codes, that will replace the previous part. That's why you can observe here, this is a paragraph, this is already in the body part. By clicking this try it, paragraph change. This particular paragraph change has been defined in my header part inside the script, right? So I think you got a clear idea how to display a particular image, by clicking event. It calls simply a function. What that function do? It simply replace, right? In the same way, by clicking this particular button, what happened? It has been replaced the previous paragraph, right? This is a brief information, and we will see the third part. Our third example is I need to change the font. Right? So Here already I have given some paragraph. I can change the style of HTML element by using JavaScript. This is a simple line. So by hitting this, what happened? The size of the paragraph has been changed, and as the color of the font also has been changed. Right? How I did it? A very simple coding part. Here we can see very simple coding part. That part is, first I as usual define the web page. Right? First of all, as usual, I define my web page by using h1 tag inside the body and a paragraph. As usual, I given the paragraph ID. What is the necessity of using this ID means I need to use this particular ID in my scripting part. So scripting part can be used with the help of the ID. So how it can be used means by calling this particular document.GetElementById and telling the name of the paragraph name. So here what I given the paragraph name as demo, right? And after that I simply change the particular content font size and I simply change the color. That's all. So when this particular function need to be called, whenever this button perform any on click event. That means if I hit, automatically this on click function will be called. So inside the function what I did, I simply declare one variable. In that variable I call the paragraph ID, and after that I simply change the style by using the style dot font size and by using the style dot color. Right? I think you got a clear idea about these three examples. In the first my example I changed the images, and my second example I simply change the paragraph. This particular paragraph has been changed by using the inner HTML, and here by clicking I simply change the font style. Right? I think these are the very basic simple examples, and I think if you practice well as your own ideas, you will get a clear idea. Right? So thanks for watching, and in tomorrow's session we will see more examples. Okay, bye.